Good morning, St. Andrews College. I'm JoJo Criswick, and this is SAC Today.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause I'm there for you too.
With the first term coming to a close, let's take a look back at some of our fall events. The annual Shad Creek race featured houses competing for best boat, design, and first to finish. Junior correspondents Nathan Kowaltschuk and Richard Lurie were there to catch the action.
I'm here at Shad Creek with Cole Martins. Care to tell us a little bit about your boat?
Well, we put a lot of work into our boat. We got a hat and big thing on here. We went to Dollarama a few nights, actually, many times. Picked up a lot of good things, and we're hoping to get a good spot in the race.
Boat's design, we got the Sifton wings, we got the Sifton shield on top. We got the checkered flag because, you know, that's where we're going to finish. We're going to finish first today.
We have an amazing boat. We have Mr. LaForge's faces right on the boat. It's so amazing.
Me and Riley are actually veterans last year. We won it for Mac House, and we're planning to win it again.
Nothing but first, Sifton on top.
We're going to win. We're obviously going to win.
Oh, the Mac House kids are looking a bit small this year.
Flap for the win, man. Oh,
Taking down
flap, yeah.
Boys, how does it feel to have won Shad Creek?
Well, in the pre-interview, I said we were gonna win, and we won. So it was just kind of expected.
Take us through the race. What was happening throughout the water?
So basically, we got cheated in the beginning. Look at this design; it's beautiful, all right. And then they put us in the back row somehow. So what do? We come up, we make a comeback. We're going all the way through the race, all the way down. I don't know. We're just animals. That's it. That's all we gotta say.
Do you have any highlights?
Oh yeah, my shoes came off throughout the race, and yeah, put a lot of effort put into this boat. Well done victory, I would say, and all around, well done, Sifton.
Honestly, I think it was the buzz cut. I got a buzz cut pretty on Monday for this race, and I think it worked.
Oh yeah, the haircut made you more aerodynamic. I agree.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
For SAC Today, I'm Richard Lurie.
A few days after the Shad Creek race, all students participated in St. Andrews' oldest and most esteemed inter-house competition, the cross-country run. Senior producer Tyler Oletic and junior reporter Liam Henriques have the story.
Hi, I'm here with Marcus Mark Tortorella. Marcus, how are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. How are you, Liam?
I'm great. Marcus here, the former champion of the cross-country run last year. Marcus, what are your expectations for this year?
Well, last year I won it by a little bit, and I've been running a bit more than then. I'm feeling a bit under the weather, though, so I think I'm looking for just like a race to beat the people. It's not really against time or anything. I just want to make sure I can come across that finish line and hopefully come in first place again.
Great. And why the yellow shirt, Marcus?
Yellow shirt, I want to bring back the tradition where the winner wore the yellow shirt the next year. A little target on my back. It brings a little bit of an adrenaline rush to me, so I'm pretty excited.
Good luck today, Marcus.
Thanks, Liam. Here we go.
Here comes upper school winner.
Hey guys, I'm Marcus Tortorella, grade 12 student. This is my second time winning the annual cross country run. It was a blast. I'm a bit tired, so I'm gonna pass it off quickly. Christian Tomo.
Hi guys, my name is Christian Toma. I'm a grade 8 student. I won 2 years in a row too.
I'm expecting to see this guy have big things in the upper school. 4-year winner. So let's go Saints. Congratulations to all the runners and good luck next year, boys.
Now that you know the do's and don'ts of paper towels at SAC, you can make a better choice in your everyday life. Thank you from the Environmental Council.
With post-secondary education on the horizon for many of us, grade 11 and grade 12 students headed off to some of the top Ontario university campuses. To get a feel for what's in store, let's pass it over to senior correspondent Dylan Wyatt.
Just a few weeks ago, the grade 11s and 12s traveled to a variety of different universities to get a sense of where they might want to be going. Some of these universities included Huron, Western, McMaster, Guelph, and many more. We even ran into Old Boy and Prefect Henry Lee. Let's see how Henry's enjoying Western so far. Henry, how are you enjoying Western?
Oh, it's great. I mean, I just got into Ivy. It's a great program. Love the building, and got a lot of SAC kids here too.
Great to hear, Henry. Now, let's take a look on how these trips went. For SAC Today, I'm Dylan White. Best of luck with all your applications.
October is LGBT History Month and included our second ever Pride Week at St. Andrews. Students were treated to art, info displays, and music in the gallery, along with special editions of Assembly and Chapel where old boy Connor Roundtree shared his experiences as a student and how his life changed since coming out as gay after graduation.
And I guarantee you, if you guys talk, if you listen, if you need support or anything like that, there'll be somebody here, whether it's a brother, a classmate, whether it's a teacher, a staff member, there will always be somebody here to listen. It's all about you being you and you being yourself and being there for the guys that you're gonna be realistically friends for the rest of your life with.
Our new PRISM Council took the lead on many of the activities in peer-to-peer education during Pride Week. I spoke to Senior Council member Carter Hadcock to hear more. I'm here in the Staunton Gallery, where you can find a display of different art installations and info regarding St. Andrews' second ever Pride Week. I'm here with fellow grad and senior member of the PRISM Council, Carter Hadcock. How are you, Carter?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. Carter, could you talk a little bit more about what PRISM Council is?
So the PRISM Council is a largely student-led council that goes to support 2S LGBTQIA+ issues, awareness, and allyship within SAC. We started out a little bit midway through last year with about 8 members. As of right now, I think we have 25 official members and the number keeps on growing. If any students want to join PRISM, we meet bi-weekly on every Wednesday. So drop by on a meeting or email Ms. Keating and see if it's a right fit for you.
Wow, it's great that it's expanding by every week almost, right? So could you talk a little bit more on why St. Andrews and the PRISM Council chose to make the week in October rather than June?
So while Pride Month is traditionally in June, there are a couple factors that sort of prohibited us from doing that. First and foremost, we have exam season and the end of our year in June. So it would be a bit of a logistical nightmare to set it all up and have something like a designated week to celebrate all of this. October is officially LGBTQ+ History Month. So having that as an added benefit, a lot of Toronto independent schools decided to hold their Pride celebrations in the month of October.
And Carter, could you tell us a bit on what the students are to expect in this coming week?
So PRISM has designated a lot of time and energy into a lot of the things that you'll see throughout the week. You've already been a part of our kickoff assembly. We did a lot of planning into that. We're planning an installation outside of Cole Hall as like a pledge board pride flag. We've had Connor Roundtree come in, have an address during chapel. We've had things in the Esby River for teen help information as well as Pride Week information, and plenty of other things that you'll see throughout the week, both done by PRISM and other councils as well, such as the Arts Council or the Visual Arts Network in SAC or the Library Advisory Council. So many things that are going on this week that you should be on the lookout for and participate wherever you can.
That seems like a lot of planning has gone into this week. Carter, could you tell us maybe a message that you and the PRISM Council as a whole could share with the Andrean community?
I think something that's very important to impress on all students, especially in this time of celebration, is the idea that allyship doesn't necessarily need to be a large and big undertaking. Being an ally doesn't necessarily need to be some grandiose gesture or some devout devotion to a cause. it's often the little things that matter the most. You know, as an ally, just simply seeking to understand someone's individual lived experiences can be an extremely important thing. And not necessarily to relate them to your own experiences, but to acknowledge that those experiences exist and that perspective is valid. You know, as an ally, just doing that simple thing can pay dividends to the people around you. And so as a community, I think we should really internalize that and keep that in our heads as we go on within this week.
Carter, it was great having you, and make sure everyone's out on the look for different events that are happening this week. For SAC Today, I'm JoJo Criswick. This year's fall play will be opening soon. Lead editor and cast member Sydney Wambua has a preview of Oliver.
Thanks, JoJo. I'm here at the Word Theater where this year's fall play, Oliver, will be performed. With so many actors and actresses entering the spotlight, I've gotten the opportunity to speak with one of our lead actors and one of our junior correspondents for the broadcast journalism course, Will Brothers. Let's go to that.
Hi, I'm Will Brothers. I'm in grade 11 and I play Fagin.
So tell me about your experience playing Fagin during the play this year.
It's been amazing. It's my first time acting, and just being here and being able to do this with everyone who comes and helps, and with Mr. Schooler, it's such an incredible opportunity.
Would you like to say what your favorite song is, favorite part, scene, act?
I'd have to say my favorite song I sing personally is Reviewing the Situation, but my favorite song in the whole play is probably what's that one called where it's like, who will buy? Oh, who will buy? my favorite song in the whole play is probably Who Will Buy.
Finally, I know you've been working with a prosthetic artist. Could you talk to us a little bit about that experience?
Yeah, so I was working with Mr. Alan Cook. He's so amazing, and he just got back from Hungary working with Zendaya and Timothée Chalamet on Dune 2, and it was just an incredible experience to work with someone who's so experienced and is just so good at what they do.
For SAC Today, I'm Sydney Wambua.
Finally, our annual Halloween costume contest brought another hilarious selection of skits. Let's take a look at the highlights.
So who am I here with today?
Dylan White, a.k.a. Tyler Durden, Fight Club.
I'm JoJo Cowboy Criswick.
A.k.a. Spooderman.
So I feel good. So life is good. And it's for a good cause. Jack.org. Everyone donate.
For SAC Today, I'm JoJo Criswick. Thanks for watching.